Hi, this is our last week of instruction, and we're completely changing the topic to functions. And you'll see a lot of functions in Math 1 next year and through high school. And a function is just a relation between two quantities. We usually call one the input, which is the x, and one the output, which is the y. And my favorite example for functions is height. Okay. And it makes sense because each person, which is like an input, goes with exactly one output, the height. For example, we can talk about me and then a bunch of basketball players from the last several decades, right? So Miss Jones, I'm not a basketball player, but I'm just throwing me in as the first example. So Miss Jones is 5'5". We've talked about height a lot. We also used height as an example for substitution, right? But this is different. Okay, so me, I go with one height, right? Can I be two different heights at the same time? No, that doesn't make any sense. So, like, if anybody's asking you if something's a function, think height is a function. Height is a function. And if you understand height, this example I'm about to show you, then you know if it's a function or not. LeBron, he's 6'9". So LeBron goes with 6'9". Okay. Isaiah Thomas, somebody who's not super, super tall in the history of, or recent history of basketball, Isaiah Thomas is 6'1". Input, output. In a different way, you could show inputs and outputs with a graph, right? Because if it's an X and a Y, you could actually graph it, right? So it's like Isaiah Thomas would have a certain bar or something that's a little bit shorter than LeBron, but taller than Miss Jones. All right, what about Curry? He's 6'3". What about Chris Mullen? He's a warrior. I mean, back in the day, right? When I was younger, we liked Mullen. He's 6'7", right? Kyrie Irving, 6'2". Chris Webber, another sort of like a older player that you may or may not know, 6'10". God, some of these guys are big, right? Now, Dennis Rodman, the Bulls, right? Back with Jordan. And he may have played on Detroit or something. My friend was telling me about um, the Michael Jordan show on ESPN, but we don't have TV, but I've heard it's really good, right? So when it gets on Roku, that might be interesting. Anyway, Dennis Rodman is 6'7". Now, is it a problem that Chris Mullen is also 6'7"? No, there's millions of people that are the same height. Okay. So it doesn't matter that two inputs have the same output. Do you see how Mullen and Rodman were both 6'7", or are both 6'7"? Their height hasn't probably changed that much. Although people do say you shrink as you get older because your vertebrae like compress the gravity of being alive on Earth for a long time. Anyway, the important part of height is that it's a perfect example of how x's, right, two separate inputs like Mullen and Rodman can go with the same output. We don't care about that, but it would not be okay. It is not a function if somebody tells you that Curry is 6'3" and Curry is 6'7". You see, that doesn't make sense. There can't be two different outputs for one input. And that is the whole idea of function. When you watch the Learn Zillion, that guy's voice is really annoying. I don't know why all the videos that we share have like annoying voices, or maybe you think my voice is annoying. Um, but that is neither here nor there because we're done. This is the last week of instruction. You made it. You better come to that drive-by because I need to see you waving out of your car. Okay, that's going to be on June 10th. You're going to be driving through. There's going to be more information. I miss you. You've done a great job this year. Thank you for showing up and being amazing. I have the best students, and that's you.